Hey, it's Ed here. Today we're taking a look at technical analysis for Ethereum with Elliott Wave Theory. Before getting into the analysis itself, I wanted to let you know that I have a Patreon where you can find Elliott Wave Basics course, access to weekly live streams and more. Thank you for your support. Let's get into the analysis next. Starting here on 4 hour time frame, again the overall idea was that we had a 3-way move here or a 5-way move like so. It does not matter at this point what this is going to be. If we take out these lows here around $870 or $80, then we can be sure that this is not a 5-way move but instead of that 3-way move, and still have the potential of creating something like this. That is that. So overall, 3-way move or 5-way move. The next bit from these highs is that we have created a couple of different variants here. My bias is that we have this as a 3-ways into W, 3-ways into X, and now we would be looking for another 3-way structure to create that wave Y as the completion of this whole move. If we zoom in here into, let's say 30-minute, nope, 1 hour. The idea is that this is the X wave and we have 5 waves into A wave, complete there. And this is still the bias where we have this as 3 waves into W, 3 waves as in the form of X, and then looking for this wave Y in form of 3 waves again. That is wrong, we don't need that. And this actually should be different colors. Sorry, I'm just going to be fixing this so I don't remember. Probably don't remember it later, so let's do it now. So there we go. So again, as we have determined this as a 5-way move coming down, it can be a start of something or an end of something. At this scenario, it is an end of something, being a C wave. I have a couple counts or one count saying that this is a end of this move. This would be similar to Bitcoin. I have a couple issues with this, but I'm going to be explaining those later on. But if we are just looking at this scenario here, the idea overall would be that we would be creating this as an A, B, and C structure upwards. At the moment, I am in a long setup from the lows here of this potential wave 4, where we had this as a 1, 2. The issue I had with this count that was baffling me quite a bit here was this very sideways movement for this potential wave 2. I couldn't really label this as a 5-way structure here either. This looks so much like a 3-way structure, so that's why I'm thinking that we have this as a WXY here into the wave 2. RSI is not saying that we can't have a wave 2 in here either, but again, I can't find a structure that would support a 1, 2, 1, 2 scenario here. So that's why I've labeled the wave 2 only up in here. Then we would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into that 3rd wave. Having the highest RSI at these peaks of 3rd would give us that divergence here. Overall, we would be looking for, whoops. Overall, where did my, there we go. Overall, we would be looking for that 5th wave here to complete that C wave overall. And that C wave would complete the wave Y. The target, minimum target we would be aiming for is $12.97, so $1,300. I'm not quite sure if we're going to be getting there. We have quite a bit of resistance here on this order block that we have. We have this order block from these previous wave 2 and the 1.236 around there as well. Tap daily, tapped weekly, naked bond control right around this next order block around the 1286. We would need to be extending this 5th wave quite a bit, and as we have already gotten some kind of extension here on 3rd waves, let's see, was it 2.618? Yeah, right into the 2.618 here. I don't really expect an extension on 5th. So again, if we are trying to measure this out from these current lows of wave 4, we could be looking at these targets here. I don't think we're going to be needing this 1-to-1 extension target because again that would be making it truncated. We don't never want to be assuming a truncation. If it happens, then it happens, but assuming that is going to be happening, I don't think that is the likeliest case. 1.618 here, would be the best. It would be having some correlation with the 1.236 extension of this AB move upwards. So that is the main target. Naked point of control there as well. Probably going to have some stops around here as well. There is this resistance again, as mentioned, this OB. So that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, that would be ending this whole move from the lows of November 22nd, creating this three-way structure before heading down again for this microstructure C wave. The other scenario is that instead we would be having that potential B wave of micro. So let me bring that up. So this guy, again, that would be the AB. This guy would be up in these highs here. So in this scenario, we would already complete the structure here in the form of three waves. So this would be the low of A, this would be the wave B, and then looking for C wave downwards. This has been taking quite a long time, but nothing is invalidated, of course. But again, it reduces the probabilities of this happening. The issue that I had with ETH was the extension targets that we had, where Bitcoin had this as a three-way structure very clearly, where we could be labeling this as a wave W, 3 ways into X, and then 3 ways into wave Y. This did not really extend too much, so we did not hit the 0.618 extension for it. The other way we could be labeling this is having this as a W, X, and Y. At this point, wave Y would be very much larger than wave W here, so I'm not really sure if I want to be labeling that. But again, the 0.618 was not hit with this structure here, so I feel like we have to be saying that we had a structure like this instead. Again, as I was talking about on the previous count, where this was the end of something, end of this ABC expand flat, this structure here as a 5-way structure would be a start of something, and in this scenario wave 1 of that C wave that we were talking about previously. In that one we would have this as wave 1, looking for wave 2, 3, 4, 5 later on. Again, these are not any kind of places where you would be looking for anything. These are just placeholder labelings for now. Again, the very same inter-wave structures or intra-wave structures, sub-wave structure, whatever you want to be calling it, as in the expectation of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll see if that is going to be happening or not, but again, that is the same expectation. So both of these mark counts are looking for dropping down. When are we going to be getting an invalidation on this count? Is at these highs of 1357 or 56. And on this one, we don't really have invalidations at all. Basically until we break these lows of 1177 here, basically. Because again, if this is a 5-way structure, we shouldn't do that. Of course, probabilities are going to be shifting if we are going to be taking these current lows out, as in the form of a 4th wave. Going beyond the 0.5 is giving us red flags for sure. And also, at that point, we would have to probably say that we have this whole thing finished. We could be using some kind of channeling technique here, but again, nothing really is fitting, because again, this is not, or this is kind of deep, this potential wave 2 here, and it was taking quite a long time as well, so we can't really use that well. If we are using this, let's see, actually using this here, okay, that fits pretty decently. Although I don't like these structures where they are puncturing it in any form, so that is not good. But again, this is giving us signals that, okay, this is most likely a 3rd wave or something, because again, we are puncturing through this base channel here. Let's actually see if we have something in here in the form of this acceleration channel. Yeah, we had this as a overlap here as well, so we probably should count for that. Yeah, it's not coming back to this. If it does go below or beyond this channel, breaking this channel, then I think we need to be looking into the count again. But I don't think that is very likely at this very moment. But I think that is going to bring us to the end of this video. I'm on the long side at the moment looking for this fifth wave, and then again looking for short setups downwards after this wave 3 is done, and potentially looking for the setups against these highs at the maximum. I think that is going to bring us to the end of this video. If you made it this far, again, I would appreciate the likes. Link to my free Discord server in the description below, and for now I thank you for watching and hope to see you on the next video. Bye bye.